Lu Xing stood at the center of the arena, arms folded, shaking his head. Really? In this vast universe, there's every kind of person imaginable. He rubbed his chin in thought, quietly considering his next move. To be honest, I'm also someone who crossed over from another world, just a reincarnator. But compared to this Tian Yushu, I'm far inferior. Could it be that he brought a cultivation system with him? Lu Xing gestured toward Arland. Keep a close eye on that man for me. Arland nodded in agreement, eyes never leaving the data display. Even if you hadn't said it, I was going to. Many people are interested in him. He's far too mysterious. He's even drawn attention from beyond our star system. If he hadn't come out to compete this time, no one would have known anything about him. Hearing that, Lu Xing speculated, if he's entered the tournament, then it's most likely for the resource rewards. Perhaps he doesn't have as much access to resources as I do. Unexpectedly, a light appeared on his chest. The glowing object floated into the air, startling Lu Xing. This is... A brilliant golden column of energy enveloped him. He focused his gaze on the hovering card in front of him. Arland, equally surprised, quickly waved his hand to explain. An identity card has appeared. That means the semi-final lottery has begun. As golden light beams appeared all over the arena, Lu Xing grasped his card tightly, thinking, so these beams mark the contestants. Then a message appeared on the card, Contestant Lu Xing, please proceed to Arena W4985. Arland's eyes widened, his fingers flying across the data screen. What? The contestant list for your arena is already out. He hastily analyzed the data while Lu Xing stood completely calm. There are 3 level 11 martial artists in your group. That's a bit troublesome. Lu Xing, do you want to see their profiles? Lu Xing's expression remained indifferent. No need. Refusing to give up, Arland produced a combat power measurement visor, his tone persuasive. Then at least take this combat power scanner. It'll be useful. Lu Xing looked at the visor with clear disdain, not even bothering to respond. Without another word, he turned and left, his figure vanishing in an instant, leaving Arland sighing helplessly. Haze. Lu Xing. He muttered worriedly, 3 level 11s in one arena. How did that even get arranged? Is someone targeting him? Moments later, all 10 contestants had entered the arena. The stands erupted in golden light columns, and the atmosphere turned more electric and explosive than ever. By then, Lu Xing had arrived. He stood quietly at the edge, calmly observing the opponents he would soon face, his eyes tranquil and unreadable. On stage, the host's enthusiastic voice stirred up the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, the first round of the semifinals is about to begin. All contestants are now in position. The seated representatives from all 12-star regions have entered the arena. Who do you think will claim victory? The audience exploded in cheers, the entire space roaring with excitement. The host pointed dramatically toward one area, raising his voice to a fever pitch. Oh! That's the contestant everyone's been waiting for. The first supreme prodigy in millions of years to possess an immortal-grade life-form constitution among all 12-star regions. Lu Xing from the Amu Star region. The crowd's cheers grew deafening as the cameras immediately focused on him. Amid the fiery atmosphere, Lu Xing stood motionless, hands in his pockets, as if nothing around him had anything to do with him. Elsewhere, his image was broadcast live across all star regions. At home, Lu Xing he shouted excitedly, "Brother! My brother's on TV! Go, brother, go!" In the depths of space, Lan Shen watched silently, unable to hide his emotions. That's Lu Xing. In the Amu Star region, Counselors Pavlov and Ekozha observed quietly. Even hidden powers that had never shown themselves before were secretly monitoring his every move. Countless eyes were fixed upon Lu Xing. Even the 9 other contestants on the platform couldn't resist gathering around, pointing and murmuring as they observed him. Those who recognized his name were thrilled. When I first saw the group assignments, I thought it was just someone with the same name. No one expected him to actually show up. The crowd buzzed with excitement. Right? He scared the life out of me. Someone sighed in awe. To face an immortal grade at the very start. What kind of luck is that? The other martial artists turned their eyes toward Lu Xing, complex emotions flickering within their gazes. Sensing the stares, Lu Xing smirked faintly. Looks like I've become the prime target already. The MC once again hyped up the crowd. Just how powerful is an immortal grade life form? I'm sure everyone is dying to find out. Then let's take a look at Lu Xing's opponents. His voice echoed throughout the arena, boosting the morale of the other contestants. 3 level 11 martial artists, and 6 peak level 10 fighters. And Lu Xing himself is only level 10. Can he withstand the fierce assault of these elites and advance to the next round? Let's wait and see. Up in the stands, Arland was sweating nervously. Damn it! Who from the publicity team dug this guy up? Isn't this pure sabotage? He gripped the railing tightly, cold sweat trickling down his face as he analyzed the match rules. 10 contestants, only 1 can advance. That meant a battle royale. No fixed opponents, everyone fighting everyone until one remained standing. He ground his teeth, glaring at the MC on stage. That idiot just made Lu Xing the common enemy of all 9 others. Even if they hadn't planned to, now everyone would want to take him down. Otherwise, even if he won, the brilliance of being an immortal grade would be overshadowed. How stupid! Of course, Arland wasn't the only one who realized this. But aside from Lu Xing's close ones, no one cared. Even if Lu Xing were forced to fight 1 against 100, they would still cheer happily. The crowd's emotions ignited, wild, primal, like beasts in heat. Many of them secretly wanted to see Lu Xing bleed. That, to them, would be the most satisfying outcome. Among the contestants, a sharp-eyed fighter muttered, "Seems they're trying to make us team up against him." Another grinned. "I don't mind. Honestly, I'm curious too. How strong is the bloodline of an immortal grade life form?" A woman licked her lips, her killing intent blazing. They say those with a transcendent life constitution can slay opponents above their rank as easily as breathing. Beside her, another unleashed his spiritual power. Then 3 level 11s and 6 level 10s. That's not bullying the weak, right? The masked man drove his sword into the ground, channeling his strength. Agreed. Let's go, together. The others nodded in unison. We'll take Lu Xing down first. Serves him right for being too damn outstanding. Lu Xing glanced around, the corners of his mouth lifting. So you all want to test the power of an immortal grade body, huh? Surrounded and openly targeted, Lu Xing had no reason to wait. He chose to strike first. Spiritual energy erupted around him like a storm. Veins bulged along his arms as he grinned with excitement. As you wish. The audience watching from afar felt the impact of his unleashed power and gasped. What? How is that possible? Some couldn't even withstand the backlash and were blown away by the shockwave. What kind of strength is that guy using? My combat power scanner just shattered. Another shouted in disbelief. But my scanner can measure up to 1 million, a height or peak. Down on the stage, Lu Xing lifted one leg high, channeling his spiritual force, and then brought it down in a thunderous strike. The ground exploded. A single shockwave blasted every opponent backward before they could even react. Screams filled the air. Ah! The masked fighter coughed blood, clutching his chest as he collapsed, realization dawning too late. We've already lost. He couldn't move a muscle. The MC stared, stunned, before updating the broadcast. 1 move. He finished them all with 1 move. He couldn't hide the terror in his voice. What? Lu Xing raised his hand confidently, pointing toward the sky. This, right now, is the moment in your entire lives when you have the greatest chance of defeating me. Because from this point on. His eyes gleamed, his voice carrying across the arena like thunder. I'll only grow stronger. Then, with a sharp smile, he challenged those who would come next. So give it everything you've got. Fight me with everything you have.